What's up, everybody? The reason I'm here tonight, and the reason I'm making this video and I'm going to post it on the message board is so that we can determine our draft order. Our fantasy draft is going to be Sunday, this coming Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Hope everybody can make it. If you can't make it, please try to find somebody that can draft your team for you, so you don't have to go on auto draft. Okay, along with the draft position priority that I'll go into in a little bit, I'm also going to go over a few rule changes. I posted everything on the message board, but just in case everything wasn't clear, I wanted to go ahead and try to clear everything up. So the first thing we're going to go over is a scoring format. In the past, we've gone a traditional head-to-head where Team A plays Team B. We're changing it up a little bit this year, where it's going to be a cumulative weekly scoring process, meaning that everybody is playing against everybody. You're not playing against one person. So out of the entire league, whoever scores the most points in a given week will get 11 points for that week. Whoever scores the second most will get 10 points, all the way down to 1. I'll upload that to a spreadsheet and post that on the message board every Wednesday. I can't do it on the website. The website doesn't allow that. It's just going to be a cumulative yearly scoring. So you can get on there, but what's the scoring on the website isn't necessarily the place that everybody's in. Again, I'll be posting that weekly, the places and how many points each team has every Wednesday. So, and that'll be for the regular season. The postseason will still be a head-to-head. It'll be NFL weeks 14, 15, and 16. I'm sorry. The regular season will be weeks 1 through 13. The playoffs will be 14 through 16, and the top 6 teams will make it. We'll get into matchups and stuff once we get closer to that time. Free agency is also going to be a little bit different this year. Instead of having a continual rolling waiver where whoever's highest on the waiver priority gets this player or that player, we're instituting a free agency, what they call it FAAB, free agency account balance. So everybody's going to have $100 to spend however they'd like throughout the year after the draft, throughout the year, to acquire free agents, acquire players. If Team A and Team B both bid on a player, whoever bids the highest amount gets that player. If two teams tie for the highest bid, then there is still a Yahoo keeps a continuing rolling waiver, and whoever's higher on that waiver priority gets that player. And obviously that amount will be deducted from your $100 balance, and the team who didn't get that player will not be charged. So, finances. Austin is going to be in charge of our finances this year. It's $50, and we're requiring everybody to play for a minimum of 2 years. So we're going to need $50 for this year and $50 for next year. So $100 total. We're also asking $10 from everybody so that we can get some kind of trophy or belt or something that the winner each year will be able to hold on to for that year. Alter it, make it your own, whatever you want to do, you get to keep it for that year, and then the winner for the next year gets the trophy for that year. So we're asking $10 for everybody, so it'll be $110 total. Austin will be getting with everybody about deadlines and this and that for when league fees are going to be due. The reason that we're asking everybody for a 2-year minimum commitment is for nothing more than league stability. So in the off season, we can vote on rule changes, this and that. It just kind of keeps our league whole, so we don't have people coming and going and wondering who's going to be in our league this year or that year. It also feeds into the next point that we're getting into is for keeper players. For those of y'all that aren't familiar with what keeper players are, a keeper player means that a player that's on your roster at the end of this season, you will be able to roll over to your team for next year, and everybody will be able to have a maximum of 2. You don't have to keep any, you can keep 1, but the most you can keep is 2. So keep that in mind when you're drafting or picking up and dropping players for free agency this season, kind of looking forward to next season. A little bit more to come in the off season and towards the end of this year, because I'm sure we'll get some questions about keeper players and this and that. Another thing we're going to be doing this year is incorporating audibles. Some of y'all are familiar with how audibles work. What an audible is every team is going to have an opportunity to use an audible or sub one of their bench players for one of their starters after all the games have ended. Everybody's probably been in a situation where somebody on their bench blows up or a starter goes down in the first quarter with an injury and they don't get any points. Everybody is going to be able to use one of those per season. We have to have the audibles in by Tuesday night at 11:59 so that we can make the switches necessary so that those can be reflected in the scoring worksheet that I upload on Wednesday. And I'm sorry, I should have said audibles can't be used during the playoffs. It's regular season only, weeks 1 through 13. Everybody has one, use it wisely. That kind of feeds into the next point of commissioners. On the league page it says that I'm the commissioner, but in all reality, I'm Commissioner 1, Austin is 2, and Jake is 3. We're all 3 co-commissioners. Kind of a checks and balances system so that if any rulings come up, if any questions come up, the 3 of us can get together and come up with the best solution possible. All right, now I'm going to get into the draft explanation, which is why we're really here tonight. So, we're doing the draft. The way we're doing the draft this year is still going to be online, still going to be through the Yahoo website. Again, Sunday at 6:30 p.m. But everybody's going to know their draft position going into it, so you'll have a couple of days to prepare. So, what I'm doing tonight is I have everybody's name on a piece of paper, and I'm going to draw them out of a hat. The twist is the order that I draw people's names out in isn't the draft order. That's draft order priority, meaning that the order that I draw everybody's names out of the hat, that's the order that you get to pick your draft position, 1 through 11. None of the draft positions are bad. None of them are necessarily better than any other ones, but it's a way to kind of give you some sort of an advantage if you prefer one draft position over the next. So I'm going to be drawing names 1 through 11 out of a hat, and that's the draft position priority. So for instance, if I draw Todd's name first out of the hat here in a second, then he gets to pick 1 through 11 what he wants his draft spot to be. Whoever I draw second can pick any spot other than Todd's. Third, so on and so forth down to the last pick. I'll be doing that here in a minute. Lastly, the last thing I wanted to say is I'm going to include my phone number. It's 254-424-2508. If I don't have your phone number, or if you don't know if I have your phone number, please just send me a quick text. It's a lot easier to communicate with everybody via text than via message board. I'll still be posting some stuff on the message board, how everybody's the weekly standings, yearly standings, stuff like that. But it's a lot quicker to just text. So again, please text me if I don't have your number, if you don't know if I have your number. So without further ado, everybody's name's on a piece of paper. Just want to show everybody that I have everybody's. Josh. These are all going into a hat. Todd. Randy. Justin. Henry. Clay. Austin. Jake. David. BJ. Micah. Alright, let me get my pen out so I can write down. So again, Here's everybody's name. I crumple it up, put it in the hat. Again, this is not the order. This is not the draft order. This is the draft order priority for when when you get to pick which draft position you have. I'll be getting with everybody after we pick these and try to respond to me as quick as possible with your preferred draft position once I ask you for it. And after that, we can get everything locked in, and so you can start preparing for what you're going to be looking at. Give these one good shake. Okay, for the person with the #1 draft priority, it's going to be Clay. I promise that is 100% coincidence. If you don't believe me, Austin is right there. He's on my phone. I'm Skyping him right now. He's been watching everything I've been doing the entire time. Draft order #2, priority. Justin. Draft priority #3. Micah. Use another shake. Draft position priority #4. Randy. Draft position priority #5. David. #6. Austin. #7. BJ. #8. Henry. #9. Jake. #10. Todd. Which means, if my calculations are correct, #11, Josh. So again, just want to reiterate, the order that I drew everybody out of the hat in isn't your draft order. It's the draft position priority. So that goes, the order is Clay, Justin, Micah, Randy, David, Austin, BJ, Henry, Jake, Todd,